Hello, all you beautiful law school students. It's me, Leslie Juvin-Acker. A little bit of a different look, a new country. Yes, I live in France now. And I am here with something incredible that I'm excited to share with you that has taken me forever to finally produce. And it's, yes, law school for visual learners, contracts visual outline. Now, I'm here to give you an introduction as to what it is and what it's not. So that way you can use and determine for yourself the right tools that'll get you through law school and the bar exam should you decide to take it. So let's get going. Let me give you an introduction, exploration, so you can know, is this outline right for me or is it not? And if it's not, it might be right for somebody else or it might be right for another time. So follow along with me. It's a very exciting endeavor that we're on. I can't believe that I finally got this done. And I am so ready to share it with you. So let's go. What is Law School for Visual Learners Contracts Outline? Well, it is an exam preparation tool. Yes, you can use it to help you learn and concretize and structure and organize the rules and sub-rules for contracts. Absolutely. But I'm going to tell you what it's not, just real quick so that way you know. It is not a replacement for your classes. It is not a replacement for reading all your case studies and case books and the material that your professors want you to read. It is not something that is a shortcut or that is going to cut the time that it takes for you to integrate the information that you need. It's not a shortcut, it is a complement. So let's just kind of take a big look here of what it actually is on the inside. So you're gonna have your issues checklist like you do when you have your approaches. This is based off of where I went to law school, California. This actually will prepare you for the California bar. I will say I did not take the California bar. I did go through all the background checks, the MPRE, passed that with flying colors in the first time. You can watch the video on that. But with the last election and with the world changing, I decided to move back to France to give my children and my husband and myself a different kind of lifestyle, a different kind of speed. So this is all about lifestyle choices. That's what law school is, because honey, it is a lifestyle. A hard one, but it is a lifestyle. So here we go. You got your issues checklist. That'll prepare you to have the issues in your head. A little bit of tips. You'll also have here your big picture, core areas of analysis and the questions that it'll have. You also have a step-by-step, what are the core contracts issues that you'll be looking at, and all the different areas underneath this main outline here. So every section has the bodies of law that are in here. The rules, the sub-rules, points of analysis, hypothetical fact triggers, some tips on how to approach your analysis as you write your essays. I don't say that this is like a tip book for doing multiple choice exams. I honestly think multiple choice exams on the bar exam and MPRE are stupid. That's my personal opinion, because you have to learn to take a test and learn how to understand the questions, which I think for neurodivergent students, it's a complete waste of time because there's other ways of testing your legal expertise. But of course, when you're trying to put people through the grinding machine that is the law school and the profession, they have to standardize it. So I get it on one hand, and the other hand, I just don't think that for individualized learners, it's the best method. But I digress. So what you're going to do is you're going to use this book to help you with your approaches for essays. How do I approach essays? That is the most critical, crucial question when you are in law school. Okay, they're going to give me a hypothetical. What am I looking for? How am I going to respond to the question? Do they have a contract? Which law applies? Is this breach material? What remedies should the person be awarded? So what I'm going to have you do here is look into the book, and you're going to see, okay, we're going to have approaches. So for each section of the book, we're going to say, okay, contract formation. Is there an actual contract? So I talk about in here Contract formation, we do the initial approach. A valid contract requires mutual assent, which consists of an offer, acceptance, consideration. So inside of that, I teach you and I show you how to approach a mutual assent analysis when you're going through a hypothetical. Then you're going to look through, okay, well, what are the common law offers? What's an offer? You have that, a common law offer, and I also run through UCC offers, which is tested in California and often in law school. So we have that, termination of offers. What does the termination look like? And I also kind of explain to you some, visually what kinds of irrevocable offers, etc. So I break it down for you in here, and I show you the majority rules, the minority rules. I show you the difference between a merchant, not a merchant. And then we go forward, for example, for consideration, what forms the contract in terms of a valid contract and what kind of consideration. And I really walk you through it visually to help you remember that. Why do I do that? I do that because visual recall is super important. And the only way for visual recall to happen is if you have an experience, because a memory is an experience. So what I do with these images, these pages, is to create an experience for you that you walk through. So it's step-by-step experiential learning, experiential recall. So when you are closing your eyes and taking an exam, especially in a high pressure environment where you have, let's say, for example, only an hour to do or 45 minutes for an exam, you can close your eyes, you can go back to this memory, this experience, and walk yourself through it visually. So that's the reason why I set up this book like this. And so, yeah, I'm walking you through all of the ways that the essay is going to be approached. Also in the back, you'll see that I have created for you essay approach attack sheets. You can run these through and practice this. So for example, for modifications, you'll have a step-by-step formula on how to approach a basic modification analysis. So I'm giving you the rules, I'm giving you the sub-rules, and I'm telling you how to organize them. Because organization of the rules and your analysis is critical for hypotheticals, because it shows that you know the rules, you know the sub-rules, you know the exceptions, and then you're able to make your attack accurately. So we have that, for example, enforcement defenses, and I actually kind of teach you a little bit. I go through an analysis guide of like how you're going to approach enforcement defenses, UCC expectation damages, enforcement defenses, continued parole evidence rule, which is a big one that's tested often, anticipatory repudiation, a big one that's tested. And then we talk about third-party beneficiary contracts. I break that down for you. So this is a tool. Again, Law School for Visual Learners outlines are yes, to help you concretize your understanding of the big rules, the black letter rules, the sub rules, the exceptions, the arguments. But this is primarily a tool that's going to prepare you for taking written exams. I do this in a way because me having gone through law school, the pressure is incredible. The physical pressure, the mental pressure, the emotional pressure is intense. The last thing you need is to have a crumbling brain that does not function when you're trying to recall 1,000 rules to regurgitate on your written exam. So I do that by creating a kinesthetic tool, because you're moving yourself through this thing. It's visual, you're moving it, there's a physical flow to it. I'm giving you examples and visualizing so you can look at the actual rule or sub-rule and actually see from a visual point of view, what do you mean abstract rule? What is an offer? What is acceptance? What is consideration? I'm showing you literally, visually what it is. And then I'm taking you through the organization of the rules, of the approach. So you're having a multi-dimensional tool that's helping you work through something very abstract, almost seemingly invisible, and making it physical, making it real, making it experiential. So that way you have not only a visual organization, but you have a visual understanding. Oh, an implied warranty of merchantability means this. Oh, a warranty of fitness for a particular purpose means this. This model is definitely the one you need based on what you've told me. You know, you're going through examples. Good faith and fair dealing. Well, that's inherently in every contract. And so I give you a breakdown a little bit more so you understand it. I give you ways of organizing enforcement defenses, memorization tips, mnemonics. I give you little things that'll help boost you in preparation for written exams. So there's lots of colors, which no book on the market has. Listen to me, legal education publishers. You need this. You need color, you need vibrancy, you need visuals. And I just feel like there's a million books on the market out there that are going to give you all the information. And they do so in good faith. But the thing that is sabotaging is that it's not organized in a way for you to retain. You have to figure out how to read it, learn it, retain it, reorganize it. That doesn't make any sense. So you actually have more work to do. My job, this book, is to give you less to do. So that way you can focus on intake, integration, accumulation, organization, memorization. Those are the things I want you to do rather than figuring out how to learn in order to understand, in order to organize, in order to repeat, in order to give an argument. No, I'm going to teach you all of those things in this book because it shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be full of suffering. My purpose for this book, for Law School for Visual Learners, is to tell you that life is allowed to be easy. Learning is allowed to be easy. Okay. Maybe we're getting a little bit philosophical. Maybe we're getting a little bit meta. But these are the things I thought about and I felt when I was in law school. And I want to help you through it. And that's the first book that I have. The most popular outline of all the outlines was contracts. And I have to say I'm very proud of this book. I'm very proud of the effort I put into it. I'm very proud of my legal education experience. And I did it the hard way, online, correspondence. So if I'm telling you that if I, Leslie Juvin-Acker, JD, can do this, and I did it largely alone with barely any help, and can do it with style and grace and success and accomplishment, so can you at any level of education or any kind of school that you're at. Ivy League, yes, honey, people have bought my books. They have bought my outlines. Correspondence school, yes. So I'm telling you, you can do this. Anyone can do this. Learning the law can be an easy process. So again, this book is to help you take exams. It's a tool. It's a preparation tool. It helps you frame your mind for approaches. What it is not. It will not replace your classes. It will not replace the material your professor wants you to learn. And it will not replace you going through the effort of integrating all that material in a way that makes sense for you and that is meaningful for you. So if you are curious about this book, you can go to Amazon.com on desktop. You can go inside and take a look and see if you like it. You have the ability right now to go in, learn, and figure out, hey, is this book going to help me with my essay approaches? Is this going to help me simplify the material that I'm looking at in, let's say, Emmanuel's outlines or another big book, big black and white book? It may not. If you feel like this is something that can help you, I encourage you to buy it. I encourage you to take a look. It's got a lot going for it, and I think that you will enjoy it. And it's just fun as a review book. Look, I believe you should be able to go on vacation when you're in law school and enjoy yourself. I went to Cancun with my kids and explored, had a great time. I also studied the law. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be complex. It can be easy. It can be enjoyable. And I'm here to help you remember that. So go on Amazon, take a look. If you like it, give it a try. And if you have any questions, let me know. I am going to be working on the next outline. It's criminal law, a very popular outline. And then we're going to continue on this journey. I think I have 13 other bodies of law that I'm working on. And it's just me, honey. Me, Leslie. Writer, editor, graphic designer, publisher. I'm doing it. Because guess what? The big industry, He's not interested in making it easier for you, but I am. So join me on this journey. Let's have fun. Let's do things unconventionally, because we have no other choice. If we're going to move forward and do things in a fun and unique way, we have to do things unconventionally. And I'm here to help you do it in a fun way. So thanks for joining me. I hope this has helped you to determine whether or not this is a book for you. I hope it is. And if not, no worries. Stay with me as we continue on. In the next books in these series, we'll be going through page by page, section by section, and I'll be working with you on the subject matter. You don't have to buy the book, although I highly recommend it, so that way you have something you can touch, something you can work on, something you can use, something that will guide you, something you can take with you, something you can experience. Videos are free. Book's not free. It's to support this channel and support this work. And if you like this, share this with your Facebook group. Share this with your friends. Share this with your classmates. Share this on your law school chat rooms. Go for it. I would love that you share this with me. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a great time in law school. I'm Leslie Juvin-Acker, JD, and thanks for watching.